experienced everything in this show. But I think a good number of those things either were all of them vicariously through the lives of somebody else that I've talked to, worked with, met. But there are a few that I've had personal experiences with, and as it was such a wonderful process for a student who's going through Amber Held's scene that Rachel Watson played so wonderfully. That in that scene, someone who's struggling with drug addiction and struggling with that line she says, where she says that, you know, she talks about the only reason her friends hang out is just because we get high together, and then when we're not getting high together, that's all it's about. To me, it wasn't weed, it was alcohol. And so it might just be another thing. And so as these scripts were coming across emailing and coming through, and ideas, they were just little zygotes of things. And then the next thing you know, we were dramatizing them. We were like, this reminds me of me. Not when I was 16, 17, but when I was like 21, 22. So, I mean, it's really wonderful to be able to piece together something and see that, you know, yeah, teens are different. And adolescents and adults, we've got an age gap. But it doesn't mean we should shut down and not talk about some of the similar stories, because let's face it, the kids are dealing with some really tough stuff, as evidenced by what you saw this evening.
One quick question. You guys all know The Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
One of my favorite films, and directors as well. And I just want to say, you guys are like The Breakfast Club times 100.
Yes?
Well, I mean, you guys know I was involved with this, but I've been a part of REACH since the get-go, and I'm not gonna lie, it was completely terrifying. When it first started, and Mr. Hodge was like, write your stories. I was like, I'm not writing anything for that. And then I just sat down one day, wrote my monologue, and I kind of contemplated with it. I didn't know if I was going to give it to him or not, and I finally did, and it was probably the best thing I ever did. This whole thing helps me tell my mom. I'm so proud of you guys. So proud of you.
I have something to say. I guess I've been acting 28 years and almost 50 years old. And I wrote my first play in 1997, and it went right off Broadway. Thing is, as soon as it went off Broadway, producers were like, "What else have you got?" Because they want the success story. For you guys that have written it and acted in it and continue to grow with the play, you have to think about the future. You've got to work on play number 2, play number 3. Because when REACH, and it will go to Broadway, you can't stop at just REACH. It's got to be reach up, reach out there. You have to keep writing. I mean, just like I wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, walk the dog, turn the computer on, and I write till I can't. The thing is, you've got to keep writing because there's REACH, and then you've got to work on the next play, the next play, the next play, and next play. To this date, it's 18 plays, 12 productions, 4 off Broadway, and 6 Fringe Excellence Award, the whole thing. But you've got to keep moving forward with the writing.
That's right.
With the acting. As I told a long time ago, as I sat in the actor's studio, there was a moderator, and Harvey Keitel said, you've got to do directing, acting, producing, everything. Just keep moving forward. So you guys, you just have to keep, you're young, 17, 16, 15, whatever, just keep moving forward. So, you got a world ahead of you, so, Woo!
Thank you once again to our gracious hosts. This is a great theater space. I don't want to leave necessarily, but I will. But thank you once again to John Pallotta and to Emmett Thrower, and also also to the students for everything that they've done, for my wife who puts up with me and allows me to be away from school and be away with these kids all the time almost while she's home with 2 kids. So thank you. I hope you see, I know you know this is going to be a great thing. And we're going to leave the cast up here for a few minutes. I'd love for you to be able to chat with them, give them accolades, let them know what you're and comments you have for them. We have Todd Taylor, who is with us filming tonight from Tango Productions. He will be working on a DVD, hopefully that will be produced sometime very shortly. In January, we are talking about to start filming of this in the greater central Pennsylvania area for hopefully mass production on a national level. So there's a lot of projects going on that we're really excited about, and I hope you're going to hear more from Reach. I know that Reach is not going to go away anytime soon. So we will always keep this Players Theater, this night, in our hearts.